beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching any of my videos, my name is Chrissy. If you're returning, welcome back to another video. So yeah, I'm back. Happy New Year. I did my hair. I didn't record myself doing this particular hairstyle. This is my first time doing something like this on myself. I've been wanting to do chopper braids on myself for a very long time. I just didn't have patience or the confidence to do it, but now I do. I actually redid the hairstyle, and it was absolutely terrible. Well, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't approved by me. I didn't really like it, but I was rushing because I was going to see the book of clearance, which I actually did go see the book of clearance. It's actually very good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this video, and I'm gonna show you how to highlight and contour your face. I think I kind of caught y'all up on everything. Oh, I got one more thing I want to show y'all. One more thing. Hold on. I've been doing some other stuff too, and one of them is reading this book. So as you can see, we've been doing a lot of reading here. I am on chapter 3, I think. No, I'm on chapter 4. I'm in the middle of chapter 4. Most of the time when I'm reading books, I'm always reading like either self-help books. I like mystery and sci-fi books too, because I'm a nerd, big nerd. I love mysteries. Like I like solving stuff and be like, oh, who did it? Oh, maybe he did it, you know. But this is completely different because it's a romance. Oh my God. If you are reading the book or if you read the book before, you know, drop down below, comment below and like let me know if you like it, or let me know how you felt about it, you know, share your sentiments with me. This is for all of my girlies and guys out there who do not understand highlighting and contour, so I'm just gonna make it as simple as possible. We're gonna roll through it. I'm not gonna try to do a whole lot because I know that there's a million and one highlighting and contour videos out there that teach you so many different techniques, but I'm going to just keep it very simple. Highlighting and contour is the basis of makeup. You know how you prepare dinner every night, and what they tell you, according to whoever, is it a USD? I don't know. Whoever puts out like the big food, you know, what you're supposed to eat in a day and stuff, you know that when you proportion your dinner meals off, you have your meat, you have your vegetables, and then you have your starch. And that's mostly like a balanced meal. Well, when it comes to makeup, the highlighting and contour is the meat, okay? It's the meat. It's the thing that everybody is really looking forward to. You know, when you get your food and there's not no meat on there, you're always like, where is the meat? That's how it is with makeup. You didn't highlight, you didn't contour? I'm gonna start off with highlighting first and then we're gonna move into contour. So I like to use 3 different concealers when I'm highlighting. Something that I like to do, that's a preference for me. I like to start off with a color correcting concealer. I like to use Born This Way Too Faced. This is in the shade Chestnut. You can get just an orange based concealer or an orange based color corrector if you are experiencing blue or black dark spots underneath your eyes. When it comes to using color correctors, if you're going out to buy a color corrector, so if you have blue or black dark spots, peach and orange will do well on melanated skin. If you are of a lighter complexion, just use like an orange. Peach will still do good too, but you can use like an orange. If you're experiencing redness, you go get you a green color corrector and then it's going to cancel out the redness. Place my color corrector on just by simply coming right here underneath the eye. I'm going to take a beauty blender right here and I'm just going to lightly dab it in and I'm going to look up. For me, I don't like to use an orange color corrector. That's just my preference. You all have a preference as to how you like to do your makeup, and I'm teaching you based off of my preference at this time. So I like to go in with a color corrector that is about the same tone as my skin tone, just because it just cancels it out. Just feels like it blends into my makeup routine very well. So now when we go into our next 2 shades, we won't really be able to see any blue or black dark spots underneath the eyes. If you finish your makeup and you can still see blue or black dark spots underneath your eyes, you may want to opt out of a regular concealer as a color corrector and just go get a real color correcting concealer or color corrector. Alright, since there's so many on the market, it's crazy. My next concealer that I'm going to use is going to be Deep Caramel, and it is going to be by e.l.f. This is their Hydrating Camo Concealer. I just apply concealer just like this. Applying it right here, to me, I can get where you're going with it because it adds a lift to the face. But if you're just learning how to do concealer, your best thing to understand is less is more, and then you want to make sure that you're blending that concealer in. You also want to make sure that you highlight your T-zone area. I'm gonna skip over my Cupid's bow because I forgot to put some on there. I feel all over the place, really, because I didn't prepare for the video. Some just told me to get up and record, and I got up and started recording. I like to put concealer right here too, because I got a mustache and I hadn't went to get it waxed off yet. I don't like that. I really don't like when the stash is showing. Blend out your T-zone area first, which gives your under eye area time to dry down, which is going to make it easier to blend in, which is going to give you a more full coverage look. It's going to be very flawless. One of the most important tips that I am going to give you about the under eye area is you want to make sure that you're blending down, up. So what that means is right here at the end, we're going to blend out those tips and we're going to bring them down so that we can get a little bit more coverage. When you're blending out underneath your eye and you look up, that allows for you to blend right here underneath the eye. I'm not pressing down hard at all, like not at all. It's literally very, very light, like very light. I'm just doing it really fast, but it's real light. Now, when I get over here to the end, I just go ahead and blend it out just like this. And then we're gonna blend around the outskirts of the concealer, around the edge, and that just blends it into the skin more so that you can't even tell that the concealer stops anywhere on the face. So I'm gonna start right here at the tip, and we're gonna, like I said, bring that down. Bringing that down is going to make sure that we highlight the entire under eye area. You don't wanna go in and put highlight all over your under eye area, because then you have to blend it out, and when you blend it out, the concealer is going to spread, and when the concealer spreads and you're trying to blend out a whole lot of concealer, it's going to look really, 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 really caked up, and then it's also going to take you a whole lot of time to do it. And once we get right here to the end, we're going to tilt this beauty blender just like this, and we're going to blend that out. And then once we get around to the edges, we're going to blend out those edges. For my next concealer, I'm going to use Nars. Oh my God, I love Nars concealer so much, man. Let me tell you. I just want to take a pause for Nars, okay? Can we get a round of applause for Nars? Can we do that? Can we get him a round of applause? This is in caramel. This is the medium / dark 2 in caramel. So this is the Natural Radiant, creamy Natural Radiant concealer. Anything that I used in this video today, I'll make sure that I drop the product down below so that you will be able to know what it is that you're looking for when you go in the store. I'm going to show you why it's better to build your product up. And I'm going to blend it out. And you can see that it added a whole lot of brightness. Just that little bit that I applied, I'm gonna add some more. Very radiant. Yeah, I'm blended. I always blend my concealer from the bottom to the top. To me, it just gives a better finish. When I get over here to the side of my nose, I like to just go along the side of my nose and blend it out because it gives off a natural contour look. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the first concealer. We're gonna get into contour. I'm going to use black opal, and this is in the shade Beautifully Bronzed. Everybody's face is different. So I'm not gonna get on this camera and say, this is exactly how you contour. If you don't do it this way, it's wrong. I'm not gonna tell you that because that's a whole fat face on. Okay. It is 100% based off of your face. Everybody's face is different. I have a inverted triangle face. And if I can find the face shapes, I'm gonna drop them in this video. And then maybe you can screenshot it and find your face shape. I know that I'm an inverted triangle because my forehead is wide. And then once you move down the rest of my face, it becomes very narrow. And that's just a trait that all of my siblings and I have. We all have a wide forehead, and then our face gets very narrow around the cheeks and down at the chin. Right? Everybody, from my oldest brother down to my youngest brother, all of our face shapes are the same. I'm talking narrow as in, you see how wide this is? As we come around, it slims out. Okay, it's not wide, it gets slimmer as we get down to the bottom. In the simplest way, because I like to give backstory, I like to educate, you know, I love to educate. So that's why I have to educate y'all before I just tell y'all how to easily do it. You want to find your cheek. Wherever your cheek is, you want to find it. Mine is right here, okay? Your cheekbone now, cheekbone. Mine is right here. So because my cheekbone is right here, my contour is going to go directly under the cheekbone. So that means that my contour is right here. Back when MAC was really popping, like 2011, maybe 2012, that's when I bought like my first ever makeup ever. I went to MAC and spent like $300 on makeup. Literally, my whole refund check that I got at school, I spent it in the MAC store. Swear to God. And when I was there, one of the MAC artists, she was like, oh, you contoured from right here in your ear and all the way to your mouth. And I did that for years on top of years on top of years. And it worked for me, but my whole entire makeup game changed when I grasped the understanding that it's really based off of my cheekbone and coming directly underneath my cheekbone, just because my cheekbone is what I'm trying to raise, or I'm trying to accentuate my cheeks. I'm trying to slim my cheeks out, slim my face out and raise my cheekbone to give me a different appearance. Therefore, it requires a different technique. So over here again, I'm going right underneath my cheekbone. It's just for the video. But I don't normally contour my nose with liquid contour. I normally use powder. It's just quicker, it makes it faster. I take my beauty blender and we're gonna begin blending this contour down, because we don't want to blend it up into the concealer. We want to blend it away from the concealer down on the rest of the face. And I'm just using a basic beauty blender just to blend it out. Probably about medium pressure, not a whole lot of pressure, but not light pressure either. When we get to the top of the head, I'm blending it into the hairline. Now, when you are blending out your contour, start on the inside of the face rather than back here, because it's gonna be easier for you to blend out because you have space right here. So you don't wanna bring your contour all the way down to your mouth. You won't have any space to blend it out. You need space for the product to spread. So you wanna stop right here, probably like right underneath the corner of your eye. So right here, about right there. And then you want to blend that down. You're dealing with highlighting and contour, you want to understand that when you are highlighting things, you are making them wider, making them brighter. When you are contouring things, you are slimming them down. So light is expanding its brightness, and dark is slimming. Okay, it's carving your face out. Move to the nose. And the nose, to me, is easy because you just want to blend it out. I like to pinch my beauty blender like this, just to make sure that I'm not, you know, getting that contour on my nose, because I got concealer right there. What you can do is you can go over your nose with a concealer after you contour. Blend it out. To add a little bit more color to the nose after the contour. Sometimes the contour kind of like overpowers the nose. That's why I like to use powder instead of liquid. Because to me, sometimes it kind of like overpowers it a little bit. I like for the under eye and the nose to be fairly bright. Now I'm going to apply the powders. And I'm just using like a fluffy brush, like a powder brush. Shout out to my supervisor because she got me makeup brushes for Christmas. I've been on the wave of mixing two powders together. These are the two powders that I've been mixing together. So this one sometimes is just a little bit too yellow. And sometimes this one is just a little bit too white. So when I mix them together, they kind of like balance each other out, and then it actually does really good for my skin. And I'm gonna put that powder in my T-zone. So it's gonna go right here in my T-zone area because this is where I apply concealer. This is from Fenty Beauty. This is their Sunstock bronzing powder. As you can see, I'm using circular motions and I'm going in the same space right underneath my cheek. Here, actually from my mirror. This is actually my mirror. When I braid my hair, I have to bring the mirror in here. I'm gonna clean it up. When you do the bronzer, you wanna go away from the hairline. paint, you just kind of want to counteract it and go back towards the face. Morphe M573 brush, and I'm just gonna take some of that same bronzer, do a contour, but I'm holding it right here because I want it to be loose. I don't want to have a whole lot of control on it. I literally want to feather that contour onto my nose. Get you a nice little, loose feel to it. Even when you're doing your eyeshadow, you want it to be loose. You want to just be able to just glide on the eyeshadow. I'm so happy that y'all came and kicked it with your girl and learned how to highlight and contour your face. I use 2 lip glosses. The 2 lip glosses that I use were this Bebe lip gloss and then this e.l.f. lip gloss. Color glosses have become my new fave. Don't forget to practice being the best versions of yourself each and every day. I am on this journey with you guys, so don't ever think if you are alone, just think, okay, well, I'm not by myself. It's other people that's on this journey as well. You're not alone. With that being said, until next time, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you were able to learn something from it.